G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. Welcome to Ghosty number 2, or is it number 3? Anyway, this was the last little ghosty that I made. Isn't it adorable? I did both of these in the one video, and I will link it for you up in the top corner towards the end of this video. So these were done with fabric dipped in resin. So today I'm going to do the same sort of shape because I want like a few little sets of these cute little guys. But I'm going to pour on the traditional way of pouring on some plastic. And this is what I'm using to drape. They are little paper cups, like so, and foam eggs cut in half. And it just so happens that they fit really nicely in there, and they look like a little Dalek from Doctor Who. So yeah, I've got because the egg is obviously egg shaped, you've got one that's more rounded, which is the bottom of the egg, and then the other one's more pointy, which is the top. So I don't mind, I've got one of each. So now I've got two because I showed you how to cut those in the last video. So now I've got two. All right, so what I'm going to do is I want to have a green one and I want to have like an orangey one. So I'm going to use these pigment pastes today. It's a nice dark orange, and that's going to go around the outside. The green one is going to have some green little pebbles. Probably won't even see them being in a green pigment paste, but anyway, I don't have any red pebbles, so I'm going to use some of these little pearl beads on the other one. And in the center I'm going to put white, so I'm going to use some of my Bloom pigment paste. So let's get going. I've got a lot to do. Clean those out. Got a lot to do. I have got my resin here. So that's going to be for the green. It's going to be for the orange. And then that can be for a little bit of white. And I'll just spread it between the two. I'm not sure exactly how much I'm going to need. I'm using the Platinum 360 Plus, because I know what time it sort of takes to cure up and, you know, be able to mold it over my little Daleks. Probably about 3 hours-ish. It all depends if you want to do a drip one. And I did do the drip one. Hopefully you guys saw me do my drip ghost. There we go, it's divided equally. If I don't use it all, then I can just make some puffy hearts out of it. Clean off my stick. All right, so like I said, that one's going to be the white. I'm putting some Bloom white pigment paste into that, like so. Pour some in. Not much left in my little bottle. It has lasted me a long time though. Look at it. Looks old. It's lasted me a long time. Now I need some sticks. Sticks. Okay, I've only got dirty sticks. All right, so that'll be the white. I do want to make it quite opaque, so I might add some more. And then the green. This is Lucky Green from Resin. Give it a stir. If you open up your pigment paste, if you haven't used it for a while, it's gone all dry and hard, don't be concerned. Either sit the whole tub with its lid on in some hot water, or pop it in the microwave for 5 seconds. Yep. Or maybe 10, depending on how thick it is, but start with 5. Oh gosh. Can't open it. Oh my gosh. It's moving. Okay, let me do this. Oh, I got it. Finally. It's a different sort of lid, like these metal lids. Oh my gosh, don't spill. These metal lids, they seem to really stick hard. Okay, so that's the orange, Solid Solutions orange. Try not to do it up too tight so that next time I want to use it. But yeah, just having that metal lid always gives me grief. I did spill a little bit of resin here. Okay, let's stir that in. It's a pretty green. This one's got a bit of metallic, sort of a shimmer to it. And then this one is more just a flat, opaque looking colour. It doesn't seem to have any shimmer in it. Give them a good stir. Don't want any streaks. Now I do need to just check my white, I think. I need a bit more white. My bloom paste at the moment has sold out in Amazon store. It should be back in a week or two, won't be long. But it is at the moment available in my eBay Australia store. But yeah, it's coming back into the US Amazon store very shortly. It's on its way. All right, so there we go. Now, I think what I'll do is I'm just going to, I need to clean my hands. Put my hands under my little, I've told you before, I've got one of those, you know, those automatic soap dispensers that you put your hand under and it gives you some soap. Well, I put my hand under mine, it gives me a shot of alcohol. Bailey's Irish Cream. No, it gives me a shot of isopropyl alcohol and I can clean my hands. All right, let's just pour a little bit of this. Okay, we're just going to go in the middle. I see what you're doing. I see. It's just because it's on an angle. Now, this is just a little paper plate lined with plastic bag. So nothing special there. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to get rid of those. I need some fresh gloves. Those ones are no good. It's too sticky. I think if I was doing a clear ghost, I'd probably see these a little bit more, but because I'm using the green, I don't think you're really going to see them all that well. I thought I'd just pressed record, but I didn't. I just put some of these. I couldn't find anything else. I had some purple stones, but I'm just going to do some of these crushed sort of black tones. I don't have any red glass. I got purple, I got pink, silver. I've got blue in these, twinkling. All right, let's get this resin in, shall we? It's a bit sticky there, so I thought I'd better put some gloves on, because that's where I spilt. Alright, so with the green, I'm just going to sort of pour it over the edge like so. Won't use it all up just yet. And then the red, or orange. It's a dark red, but it's like it's a nice sort of Halloween-y dark orange, isn't it? Like I have got a pale orange mica powder, and I just thought, that's not going to be as good. I think the dark orange would be nice. So this is just a normal sort of dinner plate size paper plate that I went out and got yesterday. Because I didn't have any. I had a very thin paper plate, but yeah, it didn't really have deep sides. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So I thought I'd better just run out to the store and see what they had. Alright, now let me put my white in. Just a little bit of white, like that. Don't necessarily want it to be too deep. And I don't even know if it's going to you know, drip. I don't think I really want it to drip as much as the last one did. I don't think so. Got a little bit of a static electricity there, and it's pulling the plastic across. All right, I'll finish this one off. But yeah, if you want it to drip, then you know, you just take your plastic out of the paper plate a little bit earlier, but yeah, I don't think I will. I think I'll keep it quite sort of semi-cured. I'm going to set my timer for 2 hours just to be on the safe side. Obviously, the deeper you pour your resin, the faster it's going to take to cure, and if you pour a very, very thin little layer, it will take a lot longer to cure because it's not heating up so much. So it all depends on how you want to do it. So for the 2 cups, the 2 plates here, I used, I'll tell you, 215 grams. So just under a cup. I think a US cup is 225 mils, isn't it? And an Australian cup is 250. Just want these to be the same sort of size. So when it drapes, we'll have sort of a white on the top. I hope that's not too much white. We added it a little bit, didn't I? Oh, never mind. So yeah, I think the US cup's 225 mils and the Australian cup's 250 mils. And I mean, I just used 215 for these. I'm gonna have another lovely orange stained stick. That's okay. All right. Now, no torching because we'll melt the plastic. You could just spray lightly with your isopropyl alcohol just to get any little bubbles out. And there we go. So when we come back in 2 to 3 hours, we'll be able to drape it over there. So you should be able to pick this up without it sort of wanting to run. And a good way to test it is if you touch the resin, it shouldn't stick to you. Like if it's sticky, don't use it unless you want it to really drip a lot, which I don't. But you should be able to just touch it and it won't stick to you, but touch it very quickly. All right, you don't want to be getting resin on your fingers. All right, see you soon. All right, so it's been just over 2.5 hours And when I touch it, it's not sticking to me. It's leaving like a little fingerprint. So I won't touch it too much. Torch out my fingerprint. So I think it's ready. Still soft. What's going on there? Okay, a bit of a leakage. All right, so I'm just going to move these out of the way. And I want to put down 2 plastic bags, 1 for each, like so. Because just in case it kind of drips a little bit, I just want to make sure that I've protected my bench. So the first one, we'll just pick that up and hopefully get it in the middle. No, don't stick, don't stick, don't stick. Oh my gosh, don't stick. Okay, so I can sort of spin it around a little bit and kind of pinch it to make, you can't really touch the top all that much because it is, you know, still uncured, but you can play with it a little bit, just not too much. Okay, so that's it there. I'll just let that one do its thing for a minute, and I'll pick up the next one and move the plate. Try and find the center of the white. Oh, don't go over. I'll be a bit more careful this time not to let the resin go onto the plastic, or the plastic onto the resin. I guess maybe if you cut the plastic a little bit smaller, instead of having it sort of go up the side of your plate, might be a little bit easier. Now this one had the pointier head, so it's a little bit higher. That's sticking to me already. This is why you need to have your gloves on, just in case, because even though you think, oh, I'm not going to touch the resin, put your gloves on anyway, just to be on the safe side. Try and bend that one a little bit there. Whoops. No. It can be tricky work. You see, my fingers are sticky already, so that's why I'm having trouble with the green one, because I had that leakage. I may actually just come through with my scissors and trim those off, that plastic. I think it'll be easier in the long run. To not have the plastic on the bottom like that. So I'm going to do that. I'll have to take my gloves off real quick just to sort of trim it a little bit. Just take one off. And be very careful. I'll just hold the plastic with this other hand. Just want to trim. Trim it carefully. Oops. Just gotta be really careful I don't touch any resin with my ungloved hand. Anyway, I'm going to trim those both up. I won't make you watch me trim them. And I think then they'll sit a little bit better. I think they will. All right, and then I will see you tomorrow for the unmolding. I'll just do this and then I'll come back to you and I'll just show you a front on. Right, it's the next day and these are cured. So we'll get these plastic bags out of the way, and I can certainly use those again, so they will just go underneath my table here on a shelf that I've got under the table, and I can use those again. All right, so here they go, and I'm super happy with these. Look at the way the white has kind of drizzled down. Look how cool that looks. That is so good. Look at that. I guess because the white was heavier, because I used my pigment paste, and it just kind of drizzled down like snow. And really, really happy with them. And because the resin wasn't super soft, it didn't really drip. Oh, you want to come out? Okay, there we go. He's out. It didn't really drip all that much, which is great. I didn't want to have it too drippy. Just wanted to basically, yeah, just have it draping like that. So there we go. I love the green one. I think I like the green one better than the orange one. Let's get this plastic out. So it is much easier to get the plastic out if you're using a plastic bag as opposed to cling wrap, because especially places like this where it's kind of got a bit scrunched in there, if you're using cling wrap, because it's so thin, it just, or saran wrap if you in the States, if you pull it like that, it probably just tears. But with this, you can really get every little bit out, unless it's really squashed. Oh no, I got it, look at that, unless it's really squashed in. So yeah, plastic bags, now this bit might be a different story. It's really squished in there. I didn't really have time to break everything up, separate. Oh look, it came out. Okay, perfect, look at that, absolutely perfect. If you don't have any plastic bags, you need a really thin one. You could use a garbage bag as well, they work really well. And there it is. So any little bits like this that kind of stuck to my glove as I was shaping it, I can just go through and trim those off. Anything like that. Yeah, love it. That's looking really good. Happy with that. Don't know where that one went. Flung across the room. All right, that is really good. I'm loving this green one. I really actually just can't get over the way the white has draped down there. Just need to trim this bit as well, and then we're good to go. So I've got to kind of figure out which side I like the best. I probably didn't have it draped exactly even, so it's a bit higher, sort of got more drape on that side than it has on that side. But I like to just have a look and see where I want the eyes to be. Maybe there and there. Liking these. These ones have got sort of smaller little folds. But yeah, I think that one. So I can either use my marker and do little eyes like I did last time on these little guys that I did with the fabric in there. Or we can do googly eyes. So we'll see what it looks like. Now these little googly eyes, I mean, I've got a box here that's got different sizes in them, and I've used the largest ones already. I'm thinking this might be a good size. So these have just got a little peel off sticker on the back, so you could easily pop them on. I'll just hold it like that and see what it looks like. If we want that size or the bigger size. Probably that one. I just don't know if I like the googly eyes. It kind of looks more like an octopus. But where'd that one come from? Don't get mixed up now. Or the two smaller ones. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if I like that or whether I like the others. What I'm going to do, I am going to draw some little eyes here, and I'm just going to put little dots there where I think that they should go. I'm going to do little eyes and see what it looks like, and then if I don't like them, I can just stick the googly eyes over the top. But I think I'm going to like the oval ones sort of better, so I'll just stick with that. I think the googly eyes are good, you know, in different sort of applications, but maybe not so much for ghosts. Oh gosh. trying to get them even. Will that do? It's kind of even. It's evenish. Oh, I don't want to touch it because then I'll smudge it. Got one of my new markers out. I actually got a pack of 24 Sharpies on Amazon, and it was cheaper. I only really wanted like 2 or 4, but it was cheaper buying a 24 pack than it was buying just like a 4 pack. So I thought, okay, I've got 24 Sharpies now. All right, so I won't fiddle with it too much. I'm trying to get it right. Okay, I love that. Love that. All right, he can go over there. Put these eyes back. Use them for something different. All right, let's move on to the orange one. All right, do the same thing. Now these, definitely can use those again. Leave them like that. I can use those each Halloween. Now, I don't know if I had more resin in this one. Seems like I've got more. Maybe I just put more in my plate for this one. Might have done. Seems to have a lot more resin in it for some reason. I don't know. I guess if I'd weighed my resin, you know, equally into the cups, then when I poured each colour in, it would be more the same. But yeah, definitely got more in there. Nice strong base. That plastic came out really easily. Just give it a little bit of a trim where I need to. I think the plastic might have been a bit folded over there. Okay. Oops, is that a bit of plastic? Nope. Okay, just trim up a few little sections. So what do you think? Are you enjoying these? They're so much fun. I think you should have a go. Definitely have a go. If you don't have that or that, maybe just get. Oh, look! You could even, you could even get like for instance, say a bottle of anything, and wrap it in foil and just sort of shape it in foil. Like you could do that. So. Or a bottle, just whatever you wanted to shape it. You could use the smaller plastic cups that I used earlier when I did my other one. I used a plastic cup, so anything really. But foil, I think foils are a really good way of shaping them as well. Get the shape that you want. All right, let's have a look. It's a bit wide there. It's a bit big there. Too flat. Okay, here. That seems quite even. All right, let's do this one's little eyeballs. Where am I putting it? Okay, so there and there, I think. So just put your little marks on first and sort of start small, I would say. Sort of start small until you realize, or you work out where exactly, you want them. And then can do your little oval shape, and of course you can make these as big or as small as you want, but they're only little ghosties, these ones, so I don't think they need to be too big. Whoops, you're a little bit smaller than your eye. Get you a little bit bigger. How's that? That's pretty good. Pretty good. Yep, all right, that'll do. I think I might go over these ones. I think these markers might have been a little bit old, so they're not quite as dark. That's better. Better. So I want to have a whole sort of collection of ghosties. Not sure which ones I want to do next. There we go. Oops. Your eye's a little bit smaller on that one. Might just be because it's on on an angle there. So there we go. All right. So anyway, here's our ghosties. Hope you like them. So this one was the one that had the more sort of pointy head. That one. And then the orange one had the more rounded head. So which do you think looks better? I'm kind of thinking this one looks better, the pointier one. And he's a little bit taller as well. So I think I prefer him. So there you go. I wonder if you, I don't know that you could see through because they're so opaque. I don't think you could see through if you put a light underneath. But they are just adorable. And I love, love, love the way this white has just drifted down through into that mica powder. That is so cool. I want to do these again. I want to make more, but you guys don't want to see me make more ghosties, do you? All right, let me get you down and you can see all four together. And I'll have to clean up my mess. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed my video. I might take you over onto the other side of the room actually. There they are. Look. Look at all. Adorable. So there's our green one. And our orange one. I love how shiny and smooth they look from that white. There's that one. And then these are the two that I made previously. Super cute. Super cute. Let me know which are your favorites. Do you prefer the ones that are made with fabric dipped in resin, or do you prefer the traditional way of just laying the resin down on a plate and molding it that way? So yeah, love my ghosts. I want to make some more. All right, thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and hoping to see you all again real soon for the next one. Take care. Bye for now.